everyone, Citrus Aviation here with another video, and today we are doing Aviation News This Week, episode number 26. And to start off the video, we are going to do photos of the week, and the very first picture here is of 76-0174. It is a very rare B1A Lancer. Now, many of you may know the B1B is in service. However, the B1A was the prototype. There were only about 6 or 7 of these built. And this one seen here in this picture that is preserved at SAC Museum is extremely rare version. It's like, I think, one of only 2 that exist, or possibly the only one left. And this picture is taken on the 2nd of January 2018. Fun fact, I used to go to this museum all the time when I was in Nebraska, but now that I don't, live as close as I used to, I only go there maybe once every year or 2 or something like that. Anyway, I haven't been there in about 2 years, and I want to make it back there sometime again and bring my camera and take pictures. But yeah, this is really cool. They finally finished the restoration of this aircraft. It took them about 10 years to do it in total, and this aircraft was finally hauled out to the front of the museum in 2016 or 17 and put on display here. So now when you go by the museum, you'll see this beautiful B1A prototype aircraft, and occasionally they'll do tours, and I did one, I think it was back in like 2008, and I was able to climb up into the cockpit, and it's really cool. The aircraft is amazing. I totally recommend you do the experience of the SAC Museum. There's a lot of great historic aircraft there. If you're ever in Ashland, Nebraska, go check it out. It's an awesome museum. Next up is a picture taken on the 5th of October 2019. This is of the Qatar Emiri 747-8, or actually I should say one of the 2 Qatar Emiri 747-8s. So this one, and then there's another one. This one is kind of in the more like business jet livery. And then there are 2 more private jets parked right next to the aircraft. Because this is LAX or other airports like it, the aircraft that are parked in private areas are parked really, really tightly together, and that's because of the very, very limited space at large airports like this one, which is Los Angeles. You can see there's a G550 and some kind of Bombardier Challenger aircraft. Looks like a Challenger 600, but I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, this is a really cool picture. And then the final awesome picture of the week is definitely the best one. If it wouldn't be partly ruined by that really annoying airline's net text right in the middle. That's stupid annoying. By the way, this is an awesome picture of a Swiss Air Force FA-18C Hornet registered as J-5018. This picture was taken on the 7th of October 2019. It's an awesome picture of this aircraft flying through the Alps, doing a vertical with all the vortexes and awesome. It's just an amazing picture. It's just so good. I really like this picture. It's the best picture of the week. It's one of the best pictures I've seen in a little while. And yeah, it's a good picture. Definitely go check it out. Link will be, well, you can just go check it out. I mean, I've given you the information you need to go look at yourself. So, we are moving on to the headline news, and I have an article up here. will link it below. It is from Airliner Watch. And Spirit Airlines has ordered an additional 100 Airbus A320neo aircraft. So you can see that they have ordered, and this is the big news, A319neos, A320neos, and A321neos. So the A319neo is kind of the big news thing because the A320neos and A321neos are selling really well. So Spirit adding them to their fleet is no big surprise. And they already have A320neos, but they're expanding that order. But the big one is the A319neo. Currently, Spirit will be the only commercial customer for the A319. Now, there were 3 airlines to have ordered the A319neo: Air China, Frontier, and Aviation. However, all 3 airlines dropped those orders in favor of the A320neo. Instead, they ended up upsizing, and which is really sad because Frontier was going to order a large number of them. I believe it was like 20 or 30. However, the A320neos are being delivered quicker and in much quicker quantity for them, and the A319neo was going to be delayed, so they switched that order in, I believe, 2017. And Air China dropped in 2018. I believe Avianca did as well. But that's really sad because they lost about 60 orders, I believe, in total from that. And so Spirit's going to be coming in and swooping up a bunch of those orders. They probably got a really big discount on the A319neo, but it'll be really cool to see somebody operate the A319neo. Currently, only a couple of ACJ A319neos have come out. But yeah, it's really cool to see the A319neo getting some actual love from customers. So we're moving on to fleet news. And we first have this special livery for Vietnam Airlines. I believe I've covered the very first 787-10 for them, but now they have a new 787-10 special livery. This is celebrating the 100th aircraft. This aircraft is registered as Victor November, that's Alpha 873. So this is really cool, and it's taken on the 22nd of October. On the 23rd of October, the very first Fiji Airways A350-941 appeared. Currently running the test registration of Foxtrot-Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot Romeo and will be delivered as Delta Kilo-Foxtrot Alpha India. So it's really cool to see that go. Anyway, I think this is a really cool aircraft. I like the Fiji Airways livery, although it's kind of a boring livery to be honest. But as far as boring liveries go, it's fine. I like it. It seems to be designed well. Alright, the very first new livery, SAS A320neo, has appeared. I know I have not covered the new SAS livery or their A350, but here I'm covering it now, and I'll get to the A350 hopefully next episode. But we have the very first A320neo. This aircraft is wearing the test registration of Foxtrot-Whiskey Bravo Charlie. This was photographed on the 25th of October at Toulouse, and it's an A320-251neo. I do actually like this new livery. It's not as colorful as the old one, but I really like the silver and the shiny effect and the kind of reflectiveness of the livery, so I do actually like it. As far as new liveries go, it's pretty good. Helvetic Airways is the latest customer to receive the ERJ 190-300 STD, also known as the E190-E2. This aircraft is registered as Hotel Bravo-Alpha Zulu Alpha and was taken on the 29th of October in Grand Cayman. So that's really cool to see this aircraft. I'm really glad to see these customers sew up, and we're obviously going to get more than sew up. Hopefully soon we'll get some US airlines getting these. Particularly E170 E2s are going to US airlines, a ton of them. Republic has them on order, and they'll be operated under United and American. And I don't think Delta currently has any of these coming to them for Republic, but I believe they do have some operated by another one of the operators. But yeah, that's really cool to see that, and I think ExpressJet has some E175 E2s coming as well, so that's really cool. So stay tuned for that for you US spotters. We should be also getting some E190s as well. Those I think will be operated under PSA for American. I'm not exactly sure about that. But wait, should be a bunch of E190, E170, E2s coming to US in about the next 2 years or so. We could see one of those come in late this year. Next up, we have a very special livery. This is the new Qantas 7879 in the 100 years livery, celebrating Qantas' 100th birthday, which happens sometime next year. This aircraft is registered as Victor Hotel-Zulu November Juliet, and this aircraft was photographed at Everett on the 29th of October. Great looking livery, I think. It's not boring. It does have a nice swoop. It's almost like a Delta livery, and there's a couple other airlines that do this kind of a livery, but I think this is really cool. The Qantas 100, and then they show the different tails they've had over the years, so I like this livery. I think it's great. It gets my stamp of approval, and you never know. It could be one of my top 10 favorite liveries of the year. Next up, Israel Air Force has received a brand new aircraft. This aircraft is registered as 4 X-Ray-India Sierra Romeo. This aircraft has come in. It's a 767-338ER, currently taken at Tel Aviv on the 31st of October. I believe this aircraft came in from Aerolíneas Argentina, from Argentinian Airlines. You can tell this is their livery. But it's really cool to see that. Did I say 767-300? I meant 767- oh, it is 300. 338. Anyway, that's really cool. Anyway, this is a good looking aircraft, and I can't wait to see it in. Obviously, it will probably be an all white or gray livery for the Israeli Air Force. Next up, the very first A350 for South African Airways has appeared. It is wearing the registration Bravo-304 Zulu. So there's no guarantee this aircraft will even be delivered. That's a Chinese registration. This aircraft was taken at Johannesburg on the 31st of October. Now, South African Airways is in financial debt, and it wouldn't surprise me if they are one of the next airlines to go under. They've been kind of having some issues, and there's definitely doors open for a new airline to emerge to replace South African Airways as the dominant South African airline. We'll just have to see how it happens. But anyway, this aircraft does look decent. Yes, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of South African delivery. I mean, it's fine. But the airline needs to update the delivery, and the company's just kind of going under. So it's about time for them to just disappear off the map, to be honest. Alright, next up we have a cool new special livery for LOT Airlines. The special livery is not named here in the description. Is this picture was taken at Dusseldorf on 31st of October. Registered as Sierra Papa Lima November Charlie. It is a cool looking livery. It looks like there's some fruits or something there. I don't know what this is for, but the cool looking livery. Alright, Starlux Airlines has received their very first A321neo. This is an A321-252N, and this picture was taken in Maku in China on the 2nd of November. I think this livery looks really good on this aircraft. Alright, next we have German Airways has received their first aircraft. This appears to be a new German airline. It is an ERJ-190LI, also known as ERJ-190-100LI. Currently registered as Delta Alpha Juliet Hotel Whiskey, taken at Cologne on the 1st of November 2019. So this appears to be a new airline. I hope then the best of success, as there have been a bunch of German airlines that have collapsed, such as Air Berlin, Germanic Airways, and a few others along the way. So I hope these guys are able to fill a void and be successful. Finally, for the news for this week, we have a special livery for Lion Air. The hotel is registered as Papa Kilo Lima Hotel. It is a 737-8GP ER, and it is in the special bucalpack.com livery. I'm not exactly sure what that is for, but it's an interesting livery. Take on the 2nd of November. And I can't pronounce the name of the airport. But anyway, it's in Indonesia. Anyway, that has been the news for the week. I hope you guys have enjoyed this news for news here on the channel. We have passed 200 subscribers, so I want to thank you guys again for that. The growth on this channel has been really good this week, this month, I should say. And I'm really happy with how the videos are done. And we have a brand new airport update coming out this coming week, so stay tuned for that. I am getting to 2 videos a week. Once again, I did German Jets release video, and that seems to be doing pretty good. So